Yes, yes, yes.
Well, go on, brother.
How's it going, mate? You alright?
Yeah, I sound like I'm on a downer, innit?
Oh no, don't say that.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I just sound like it because I'm chilling.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Good, 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 good. Yeah. No, it's that point of the evening. Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like,
it's like you.
I'm watching the football and it's so shit. So I'm like, oh,
it's
yeah, put
it's
me to sleep.
edit. It's like you're waiting for it to get lit, or either that, or it's just gonna be a dead night, innit?
No, yeah, it's like that. It's like, oh, everything's just gone wrong, mate. It's just shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. No, that's just the way. It's just the world's gone in it, mate. You know what I mean?
Bruv,
uh,
I was reading through all the topics like
yeah,
just before. I think that's why I sound like I'm on a downer because they are all mental, bruv. And I'm trying to
yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah,
let's have a nice, happy. Because last pod was like, it was sick, but it was real. Like I said, you talked like straight, coherently for like 2 hours, and I'm
yeah.
like, and you know, like when I'm trying to describe something,
Yeah,
I
I know what
have
you
to
mean.
like,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
trying
it's
to.
because you know why? It's because I took all the cocaine before we started. So I
You're
was
an
having to
idiot,
go for
bro.
like 2 hours. I was still talking afterwards, mate. I was just talking at the wall.
You're an idiot, bro. That's funny,
Also,
mate.
can I get that out on recording that I do not take cocaine. I don't
No,
endorse cocaine and taking.
it's a crap drug, bruv. It's trash.
Huh?
It's a trash drug.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's whack, man. We all know weed's the
Anyway,
best,
not that
man.
we've
Come
done
on,
it,
man.
but like, yeah, it's whack. Anyway, yeah, well, go on, brother.
Yes, man. Yeah, man. How's it going? All good?
Yeah, man. I've had
Yeah, good.
like, I've had a bit of a like. The beginning of this week was pretty shitty. Like, I was
Yeah,
having a bit of a downer just cause, like, sister was around for the weekend and that. My sister Lisa was around, and
yeah,
so it was really nice to like have her about for a bit. And
yeah,
then
yeah,
she
for
left
sure.
on Sunday because she came on Friday and then she left on Sunday. And then I
Mm.
was like, ugh, back to the grind. And because I've spent the last 7 months just like on it constantly, like
Yeah, yeah,
I've I've maybe taken off what amounts to a week in 7 months. Because
yeah, yeah, yeah.
within 2 or 3 days of me not doing anything, because of my situation right now, I'm like, no, I need to be doing something. I need to be doing something. Like I feel
Mm.
like I don't have the time to. But now it's just like I've done everything that I needed to do in this. Well, not that I needed to do, but I've done a lot in 7 months. Like I said, I've done like 9 projects in 7 months,
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like,
mad.
yeah, I've done 5 films, 2 websites, and two like uh branding and identity type projects that I like did like put together just all for my portfolio and that.
Yeah,
And it's like, okay, it came to like mid last week, and it was just like, Tuts, you need to break. Like you're gonna not only am I gonna like burn myself out, but when you do burn yourself out, you're gonna spiral downwards because that tends to what happen with me. Like once I
yeah,
get
yeah,
to a
yeah,
point where I'm not doing anything now, I start freaking
yeah.
out about stuff and be like, oh
No,
my god,
that's yeah. Like the thing is like that's the thing. People always talk about work, 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 but no one ever talks about the other side of it. That it's just as important to
you got to rest.
recharge. Yeah, to recharge.
Recharge, great word.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. You got to
take your
recharge in
mind
it.
off things because it's just as important, but it's even more important because
Yeah,
the thing is, like, if you just keep working, 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 all your ideas and everything become a little bit mundane. Like, just you stop putting energy.
exactly.
It just becomes effort just to do something, and it shouldn't be like that. It should be fun. It should just be bang, bang,
Especially,
bang. You should just enjoy it
especially
because
when you're
then
being
it doesn't
creative.
feel like work because it's your love, it's your passion.
Yeah,
It's what you want. It's like I get all the time. Like I'm just, I know. Like I get towards like the end of, if I get to like an end of a shift, I'm just like, I can't even talk. I'm just like, bro, I just gotta get home,
yeah, yeah,
recharge those batteries. Like, just take a moment out. That's why I think that's why when it comes to me, like exercise and like meditation and stuff like that, it's so important for me. Just so I get that recharge, I'm ready to go again. Like I'm just inspired to go again
yeah. Word,
the next
bro.
day. So yeah, it's my week's been it was all right till about Thursday. It just got stressful because someone I work with tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
Uh,
Okay.
So I was like, and it's the same person that has tested positive before. So I ripped into this person like nobody's business. Like I was Gordon Ramsay on the phone, like shouting down the phone for about half an hour. Because I found out also she's broken the new lockdown rules.
Yeah.
So I said,
would it go away though? That's the thing though. If you test positive, does that go away? If you then
the thing is that she's got no symptoms, so she's a spreader. Basically, she's a super spreader.
Super spreader,
she's
asymptomatic. But
so, like, but that's what they said. That's what our work was saying. Like, if she tested positive symptoms, it means it's still in her system.
Right.
So she would keep testing positive.
Right. I mean, it's more important for where you work.
No symptoms. I'm assuming in 10 days, because she's now got to self-isolate for 10 days, that she won't test positive again. Because that happened last time. She tested positive, and then 10 days later she tested negative. So we'll see. But yeah,
what is this, bro?
It's because like we've got like some other stuff like high risk. They've got young families, and she's one of these people like she doesn't know her spatial awareness. So she'll come up to you, even though we've got masks on and everything like that. She won't come up. She'll come up to you like without spatial awareness. You know what I mean? And
is it one of them people that's like has to talk to you while standing on your toes?
Yeah.
Bruv, 6 feet, bruv, 6 feet.
So I laid into her, and because she came into work Thursday looking for a fight, because she said I can't tell her what to do and all this. So I said, listen, come
on, you head chef.
I said, get your stuff. Jog on, get out of my kitchen. Tura, see you later, mate. Oh, what? I said, no, don't come into my kitchen talking like that, bruv. I said, jog on. I said, we don't talk like that in here. So get out. So she's
apart from you, because you're allowed to.
And all this, yeah. And then she tested positive. So I've spent all day Friday like having to change shifts. I've had to beg someone to cancel their annual leave to rearrange it for another week. Oh man. I went into work Friday like exhausted, man. I was like bloody hell. So I was quite flat.
Yeah.
I didn't really speak to anybody. Like I was just like, I was just a bit disappointed in everything like that because like I've created a bubble in our kitchen where everyone's protected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And someone said to me like it's a lot of pressure for me to take. Like I'm 27 and I've got to protect all these other people. And I'm like, nah, it's okay. If everyone sticks together and like communicates properly, everything, then we're fine.
Yeah.
When you break down that communication, that's when problems happen.
Things go left.
Yeah, exactly. That's when you start distrusting people. You know what I mean? It's just like, I said to her, look, I know you want to see your family and stuff like that, but we all want to see our family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've got to make certain sacrifices. You know what I mean? And that's all we've got to do. And so other than that, everything's all good. Like really, to be fair, like same old, innit? Keeping going. Laughing, joking.
Yeah, to be honest, bro, I was going to say you sound like a bit of a pussy, if I'm being honest. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I curled up in the balls, but I cried.
Bro.
So, nah. It's
your job's stress, though, cuz.
If you get, you get. If you don't, you don't, innit? You just got to keep going, innit? So,
yeah, I'm not worried about me. I'm just like, but like, we've already had the conversation in the last one, but like, I'm not worried about me. But I am aware of, like, I'm not insensitive. So I am aware of like obviously my parents are like in their 60s and that. I mean my dad's constantly ill, but I don't think they would be that bad if they had it. But like obviously my mom's a dialysis nurse, so she constantly is in danger of it and all that kind of thing. So I am aware of it, but like it. I forgot what point was, to be honest, bro.
I know what you're talking about. It's just like it's that media bullshit that's makes you think that it's a death sentence, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's just a really strong flu.
Yeah.
And, and at the end of the day, like if you get, you get. You don't in there. Like it's cool in there. Like you just got to keep looking forward, keep moving forward, and all that kind of shit in there. But
do a you and. I was going to say, well, people just need to do a you and understand that it's not healthy to be fat, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not.
I can't believe I just said that. That's funny, though.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
I can say that you used to be fat, so it's been like 5 years since you were fat, so it's right.
Yeah, I was that guy. Yeah, who just ate everything in sight and didn't know when they were full, and was like,
didn't know when they were full.
How did that happen? Where did these come from? Like, oh no, shit! I've got to wear a bra.
Bruh, that's funny. Actually, it's actually been our entire friendship that you've been skinny, to be fair. It was only when I met you, on like summer school in year 1 where you were kind of like big, but by like the time we lived together, you weren't big anymore.
Yeah.
So it was only really a year of our friendship out of 10 years that you were actually big.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Bro, you've been on this. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you, man. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, I'm proud of me. I'm proud of me too.
You should be.
No, it's just you know, you get to a point in life, isn't it, where you're just like, you've always got to keep reflecting on things, isn't it? And
Word.
I don't do it enough lately. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't really look back on things. You got to keep moving forward. You know what I mean? Just keep thinking, fuck me, I've actually done quite a lot of things.
Yes.
No, like, okay, man, we've talking about friendship and shit like that. Like last, fucking 10 years, man.
I know, innit? It makes me feel sick.
that is mad. Yeah, that does make me feel sick. Yeah, 10 years, man. That is mad. That's mental. Like,
I met you when you were 18, bruv. That's bonkers.
Yeah, I had a god awful haircut.
I hated you.
Yeah.
Because you were with Salam and.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I know, bruv. And that haircut, you had the faux hawk. I wanted to punch you in your throat, cuz.
No, that wasn't a faux hawk. That was just some dodgy. It looked like I paid a homeless man to cut my hair.
For real, bro.
And I just went, yeah, that looks good, mate. Yeah, that looks
For
good.
real. But you were instantly funny, though. So I was just like, allow it. It is what it is.
Yeah, and then I did the undercut, and then you see every other white guy at art school fucking with an undercut.
I will forever give you credit for that, bruh. You completely, there's two things in your lifetime in the 10 years that I've known you, that like you legit have a claim to being like the guy who started that. First one is that haircut, that undercut thing. You did that in 2012? Yeah, 2012.
Yeah. It was just after the Olympics, because I remember we were searching for our flat in the summer. And then I just, 1 week I had that hairstyle, and then the next week I had the undercut, and you were like, oh, you changed the hair. I was like,
yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, just done it, and then that was it really after that. I did like that for like a good couple of years.
Yeah, innit? And people are going to get at us for like saying that. And it's not the fact that you had the undercut, it was a style with which, because even Bex had it post you, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
around that time.
Same time. I think it's very similar.
It was like around that time that he got a similar haircut. But I know that it wasn't like you saw it and you're like you just had it. And then I was like, yo, bro. And then started seeing it everywhere. But it was like a year and a half later that I started seeing it everywhere, bro. And you know, the other, actually, that's 3 things, bro. So it was that one. Then it was, I hate you to this day for this. We were on the bus to uni and you said orcs. And I wanted to flip in, punch you in your throat. Bro, I was like, don't do that. And now every other word that comes out of my mouth is an abbreviation of something. And like that's just how people talk now, isn't it? But you said that back in like what, 2014 when you said that.
Yeah.
And the other thing I just remembered or realised was the man bun.
Oh yeah, the undercut man bun thing that I did. Yeah.
Yeah, you had that around 2012. Because you had it, and then your hair got.
That was afterwards. That was.
Well, maybe 2013, but your hair got long real quick, and you got really bored of having to constantly do that. So you just started putting it in a man bun, and I was like, "What is this?"
yeah. No, I think that was graduation. I think because
it was before that, bro. It was before that.
I had the beard as well.
Yeah.
Because I did slick back with a side parting.
Sorry, I'm pouring a beer.
I went to the barbers that I've gone to the whole time, and I said, "Yeah, mate, just high skin fade, keep the part in. You know, I've got to look fresh. It's my graduation next week."
Oh,
the cunt just fucked me up, bruv. Fucked me up, man. I was like, "Go, boss, what is that?" And he was like, "What you? I did what you asked me to." I said, "No, I didn't tell you to cut half the fucking side part in away, you dick." I said, "No, man, I'm not paying for that gown, man." So I left. I didn't pay for it. I left, and then I had to go to a different barbers, and I had to get all like cut off, and then so I had it extra super long on top, and then it just got to the point where it was just like, well, I don't know what I'm doing with it, and I was like, do you know what? I'm just gonna just tie it up. Yeah. And then just started tying up, and then I got it skin faded, so I didn't look like a gimp. Skin faded, and then it got well long, like it was literally down to like
almost shoulders, man. It was at least down to your jaw, innit?
Yeah, it was down to my shoulders. Like whenever I was hungover, I just had it out all the time.
Like, that thing made me laugh, cuz.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, man. Like it's just.
And then with the beard,
10 years to be fair. Like,
do you know what you had, bruv? You got the what is now the like soy boy look package. Do you know them like male feminist pussies that are like they got the like the man bun with the beard to try and be manly and that, and that was the look that you had, but it was out of literally just what's the word when you're trying to do something easily. How am I this dumb? I've been drinking, so I'm going to be this dumb.
Yeah. Do something easily. What, like
It was basically just out of practicality, basically. Man bun practical because you don't want hair on your face, and your beard you just got bored of shaving all the time, so you just let it grow out.
Yeah,
that's literally what it was. It was out of practicality.
That's what it was. It's just laziness.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just everything comes out of laziness, and it just works. I'm just able to pull it off.
Isn't it?
That
was funny.
For anything I've ever done, really, it just explains everything that I've done in my life. It just seems to have worked out well. It just gone. Oh look, there you go. I've just sat back and done nothing, and it's worked out well.
Right.
The beard was just because like my beard trimmer broke. So,
yeah, I remember you saying that.
I'm not paying for another one, so fuck that. And then just grew out, and then I remember then because of that, my style changed.
You're welcome, bruv. You're welcome.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Like I said to you, you're always like, no, man, you did it all on your own. It's bullshit. Like with your like input, guidance, and that's like just being around you and everything like that. You just you know when you're with someone all the time.
Yeah.
You mirror them, but in your way.
Yeah, so, like, we did have that.
You take on like attributes and just like.
Yeah, you're right. Because there's certain things I picked up from you as well. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, you took on my politeness. Because before you met me, man, you were like a proper cunt. You know what I mean? Now you actually talk to people.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I've reverted back to that, bro.
Before it was like, come sit here. I don't know, fuck off then. You'll do. Come sit here. You do. Come sit here.
That's funny, bruv. You'll do. Oh, you're hilarious, bro. Yeah, man. And it was like, I sound like Philly, bruv. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Whereas now it's like, at least go. Yeah. You look fit, but you at least pretend. You know what I mean? And then you go, you just get bored. That's
my biggest issue, bruv. I get bored of people real easy. And do you know what? That sounds bad. That sounds bad. I don't get bored of people. You get
bored of the conversation. It's just like, are we like? It's either the conversation is either really interesting, it's going to go somewhere, or if it's not, then it's just like,
Yeah, you have to keep my attention
as well. Like, I've seen it so many times. You have a pint in hand, and then you're engaging. You look right into them in the eyes and all that,
yeah.
And then you slow. As soon as you start losing conversation, like losing
interest,
the thought of conversation with this person, you start leaning back into the chair, and then you put your arm onto the back of the chair.
Yeah.
And then you go, and then you look at me and you go, should we go? Hold on, I'm conversing with 4 other people. What, you want to go? Okay, let's go. Do you want to take it back to us?
It wasn't even like...
It's literally 10 minutes away.
Bruv, that's funny. That's funny.
I've seen it about 7 times, and I've literally I've been in mid-conversation. That's why whenever at a table, I normally always sit opposite you.
That makes sense.
I like watching to observe, so I can take on my conversation, and I'm sitting there drinking, and I can see you. I can see you, see me, see you.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, look, this guy's losing interest. I can bet you a $5 he's losing interest right now in this conversation.
That's funny, bro, because we did always sit opposite each other, never next to, always opposite each other when we were in a group of people. That's hilarious, bruv. That's
then also
proper funny.
We had this thing where we still do anyway. Like we just have this thing where it's like, when one of us just wants to go.
Yeah.
That's what because we used to sit next to each other, but then you wouldn't know if they wanted to go.
Yeah.
And then, or whatever, and then we started then gradually just separating because we spend so much time together as well. We just separate.
Yeah, that's true.
Clicks. And then we're like, hey, we have the eye contact. Hey, let's dip.
It's not even that. I think we have
you know what I mean? I find it uneasy when I'm sitting next to you. I find it uneasy because I can't see you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like.
And also, we live together.
On someone else.
Yeah, and we live together, innit? So it was just like I don't want to be sat next to you. Because even when we had house parties and that, we had not even house parties, loud at, just being at the crib, we had our own sofas. You always were on the green sofa. I was always on the beige sofa. That's just how it happened. Do you know what I mean?
I also did it for you because you needed the comfort. You know what I mean? You needed that bed. It was more. The other sofa is more comfortable. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm such a
that fucking sofa bed. Jesus Christ! If that thing could talk, gee whiz, man, the things it's probably seen.
Bruh.
Yeah, and then it literally just became that thing. Yeah, literally, like I think it's because we both would always pass out on those sofas. So it was like
yeah,
it's just,
literally
it's one of those things. And I remember even if I was in the living room first, which is rarely the case, but if I was, I would sit in there because it's the better view to the TV. And then if I saw you come in, I would move. So I'd be like, yeah, it's just see.
Do you know what else though? I think as well is, excuse me, when we first moved in, you played a lot of Xbox and you played a lot of FIFA as well. So you would always want to sit closer to the TV.
Oh yeah, because the TV bed was so small, innit? Shit and small.
Yeah. So you ended up sitting there.
Yeah, it was just that thing. I don't know. Yeah, it was just weird. Like, I think it was just that. Yeah, I don't know. It was really weird. We said our set ways, really, like from the start, from the get go.
We knew.
We said that we had the speakers in a specific place.
Yeah, bro.
Time, like, oh man.
It was that twin tuition.
I can't get over some of the house parties we had, man.
Bro, I used to get so mad at you. Cause we'd invite like a bunch of people about, and then it would always get to a certain point, bruv, and I'll be like,
I know what you're gonna say.
Where's Sam?
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, and then someone will be like, oh, we just went to the toilet, and I'll be like, toilet? It's been 30 minutes. You went to flipping bed. And you just be like, because you'd always get up with the lazy eyes and just be like, you're right, and I'll be like, you're right, bruv. And you'd be like, yeah. And you just leave. And I'm like, he's not coming back.
My thing was like it's like we used to go in so hard so quickly at the start of our night, which would be like midday most times, right? So we
you're not wrong.
Midday, drinking, doing whatever we're doing, right?
Yeah.
And then like when we're out, I have to be alert because we're out. I can't fall asleep out.
Yeah.
In a pub or our student union bar, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when we say, let's go back to ours, let's go back to ours. And then, like, our roles reverse. So when we've gone back to ours, you're like, let's go back to ours. I'm like, yeah, cool. Now it's me like, oh, my job's done.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
My job, I said, let me just, like a worm, let me just slither my way out. And I just go, yeah, I'm just going to the toilet. I just go to the toilet. And then my bedroom's so close to the toilet door.
So close, bro.
Let me just go in my room. Let me just put my phone on charge. And I sit down in the bed, and my bed is so comfortable. Bang.
Bro.
I'm out. Yeah.
That was live, bro. That was so sick. I really enjoyed those times, like for real.
Yeah, I look back on them fondly, only because of the fact that it was 3 years of no responsibilities. Yeah. Really. No responsibilities. We got to do what we wanted, express ourselves in any way we wanted.
Yeah.
We could dress how we wanted, we could act how we wanted.
Yeah.
There was no consequences. And the fact that I was living with my best mate.
Do you know what I mean?
We were like 10 minutes away from London. 5 minutes from Elephant and Castle, 10 minutes from Waterloo. Borough, London Bridge, all that kind of stuff. You know, it was sick. Like, it could be like a late summer's evening. We'd be like, do you want to go to Spoons and Elephant Castle? Yeah, let's go, mate. Quick down to Elephant Castle, just sit outside and just take it all in and just be like, fucking hell, man, we're lucky.
Bro, remember when we went to Thingy Bridge, London Bridge, I think it was. We went Byron's, had a meal. Well, I got like a macaroni cheese. You got something light. We just had something light. We went to a bar after that, chilled, and then we were just literally walking on the bridge.
Was that when you went job hunting?
Nah, this was like we left the house at like 10 because we were bored. We were just bored, and we were just like, let's go out, innit? And then we just went into. Well, we didn't go to Central, but we got to not London Bridge, sorry, Waterloo Bridge. We
went to Vauxhall. Oh yeah, we were doing an art project. That book, innit? The night that book about nightlife in London, innit?
Yes,
we went
that's
to
actually what it was.
For the docs project, and because we both picked the same chapter, innit?
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that, bruv. Yeah. He was that.
Yeah, we went to Vauxhall Docks and then to the Waterloo Bridge, and then we just ended up fucking drinking instead.
Bruv.
as we did, innit? And yeah, man, we were literally walking around London at like 10:30 at night.
Yeah, that was sick. That was sick, bro.
Yeah, and then I was just like, I look back on it, just like, yeah, man, it was just like no care in the world. Like it was just like we were literally free. We could literally do what we wanted. Like we
like
had
you said, no responsibility, bro.
So it was so chill, man. Like it was just like that. I think from first year summer all the way through to the summer the following year.
Yeah,
that's potentially my favourite year of my life so far.
I feel you, bro.
Just because of the fact that it wasn't because of like all the drinking we did, of all like the stuff that we done. It was really just the fact that we just. I think that for me is the year that defined how strong our friendship will be for the rest of our days.
Yeah, word, bro.
Because we've gone through a lot of shit in that flat. Like we went through for like
word.
Something council threatened to evict us because of the council tax. We had to sort all that out.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Then the bills had to sort out, and then like our landlord, like our fridge freezer blowing up.
Bruv, that was stress. We didn't have a fridge for.
We literally lived a year without a fridge freezer.
That's what I was gonna say. It was like a year. We didn't have a fridge freezer.
We didn't have a fridge freezer for a year. And it wasn't only until I came back in the following summer into my final year that the thing completely went and it just completely stunk the flat out.
Bruv, do you remember that? The shower as well. The shower was the whole thing.
Yo, we need to get a new fridge freezer. But yeah, it's just like I think that year was like that was a year where everything just became like more solid. Like it was just like, yo, this is looking sick. Like, I started to become the person that I wanted to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
In regards to the way I wanted to look, how I wanted to act.
Yeah.
And then just like, and then I had your support.
Yeah.
With around me the whole time, and it was just like you feel untouchable. Do you know what I mean? And when you got a banging flat like we had and stuff like it was just like man. Do you remember that Christmas party we had where we handed in our work at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and we just like
I forgot about that, bruv.
Yeah, I was just like, let's just go mental, man.
I fully forgot about that.
Literally just started drinking from midday. We had like everyone came round, like we just sat in a massive circle, just started drinking, and we're like people pouring out cranberry juice into different cranberry juices, pouring vodka into them, shaking up, passing it one by one, joint passing around, and that's when we're not allowed to say names, are we? Because we've got to keep blocking them out, innit? No,
you can. It's cool. It's whatever. It's only a little bit of editing.
Yeah, but it's annoying, though, isn't it? You know what I mean? When someone like you know who it is anyway.
Yeah.
Because it was his joint, so he took all the puffs. He went 1, 2, 3. I was like, pass it along, mate. What's up with you? Like, don't take all the credit for you. I was like, what's all that about? I was like, come on, mate. I said, pass it up. We said 1 toke. Why are you taking 4? Come on, man.
You're a joker, bruv. That's funny as fuck. That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're chatting. I know exactly what you're chatting. That is hilarious that you remember that, bro.
He's a waste man. I just couldn't believe it. And then that's where we met
George.
Mr. George. Yeah, that's how we met him through that party. Innit? It was Thingy being a flirt as always. She was just like,
whatever.
I'm going to a party. Would you like to come? And he just walked in, bro.
He just walked into the crib, bro.
Yeah, I was like, who's this hunky piece of meat just walking into a flat? Oh, who's this, bro? And she was like, I just met him in the lift. I said, the man could be a fucking axe murderer. What do you mean you just met him in the lift and invited into our flat? He what? I was like, okay.
We had the most dangerous door.
I think it was me who answered the door. I was like, oh, you're right. I saw her there, and I was like, fucking hell, you're beautiful.
She was hot, though. She was bad.
This 6-foot giant. I was like, oh, you're right, mate. What's up? And I thought he was complaining about the noise or something.
Innit?
No. He said, you having a party? So yeah. He said, oh, I'm LCC alumni as well. I said, oh yeah. I said,
yeah, I forgot about that.
I said, let me just bring my stuff round and we'll get a party going. I said, oh, okay. And that's when he brought around the volcano. Innit?
The volcano.
Yeah, changed my life. That did.
Bruv, that thing was mad.
And the funniest thing as well, was that he started drinking whiskey out of the bottle like it was nothing. I said, Jesus Christ, bro, this guy's on it, man. I was like, all right.
Yeah, he was a bit of a savage, bro. George was a bit of a savage.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It was just, man, just like one of the funniest times. And like,
bruv, I've got some questions for you, yeah?
Yeah, what's that?
I'm trying to go to some of the topics in that, because we're just reminiscing in that right now. And as fun as that is, I wanted to take the piss out of you about something
That's always.
I'm such a dickhead.
I think that's my role in this friendship. Yeah.
Nah. Well. Yeah. Nah. I don't know what that was. It's
that was yeah.
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 You.
I don't want to say it. Yeah. It is. Yeah. It is.
Nah, cause I thought about this today actually. What was I? I was watching something, and
Well, is this the question?
No, this isn't the question. This is me digressing. But it was like, the way we are with each other is like, I was watching Does the Shoe Fit Best Bits, because the new season's coming out. The new season's coming out. Well, it's out now. Have you ever watched Does the Shoe Fit with like?
Hold on, is that Chunks and all that?
Yeah, Chunks. The best group was Chunks, Philly, Jack, and.
Have you seen the last one we had with
Harry?
With that Jordan from Love Island, and I had the Jamaican woman on it, and then he went, "Who's Jordan again?" And then
yes, I was watching that yesterday. Who's Jordan again?
And then all the playing, who's Jordan again? I was like, I was that laughing, man. This guy just got shredded apart, man. He just got mugged off, man. I was like, bloody hell.
That was.
And then I liked how he did the typical lad thing. He's like, oh, yeah, I don't remember her. She was so boring. And then I'll be able to say, because he just got ripped apart. That's why, man.
And it, bruv, he got dubbed hard, and he's just like, I didn't like her anyway. It's like, all right, bruv, whatever.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
What did you say?
Yes. Like Chunks and Philly?
Yeah, yes, we are exactly like that. Because there's a bit where Chunks is talking to this girl, and she says something about Philly being like, Chunk says he's more talented than Philly, and Philly starts laughing, being like, "I'm not even mad at that." That's what we're like. Like if you take the piss out of me about something, I will be like, "Yes, go Sam," because I know that's what I'm like with you. But if anyone else was to like, we do that with each other. But if anyone else was to try and do that to us, we get mad at other people for doing that.
Yeah. We just switch, man. I'm like, what did you just say? I didn't know you guys said that. No,
I've seen you do that. I've seen you do that, and it's the funniest thing to me.
Huh?
I've seen you do that to people, and it's the funniest thing. Where like, we'll say something, and then someone said it was with. Do you know it was always with? Mate, I keep saying people, and then anyway, don't matter. I'll bleep it, whatever. But like, with a certain man in it, and they would always say something. Do you know the smelly one? And my man always stank her B.O. cuz.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And like we were
talking... he defines one of the topics that you spoke about yesterday that you messaged me about. He defines
yes. About the whole like the white liberal, the way that basically the way I was
white people, like white people, like
white liberals, and it's a specific type of white liberal because you're working class, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like that's why I get on with you because I was raised that way, and my parents grew out of that, and so like my dad and my sister are very much like kind of quite bougie, and it's like it's cool, it's whatever, but like I never lost that mentality of working class mentality. Do you get me? Which is why I feel like all my friends, or the majority of my close friends, if not all of them, are that. And so they have the mentality of working class is if you're like me, I don't care about your color, I don't care about your background, I don't care about your sexuality, blah, whatever it is, bruv, we are the same. You get me? Like working class tends to have that, or blue collar, whatever you want to call it, tends to have that. But like with but we also are naturally liberal, if you get me. Like the boundaries don't exist because we're just like, you are like me because we've had to go through certain, I don't want to say struggles, because it's not necessarily always a struggle being working class, but it's just like you will face certain things just naturally.
You face certain things as like in working class. You face certain things of like you like compared to your other friends and stuff who are not working class, who they can just get anything they want, bang, like that.
Right, exactly, like that.
Items and materials don't really mean anything to us.
Yes, we don't have materialistic values. Stuff like that.
Whereas with me, I hold on to those things more because I can only get them I can only get those things on certain occasions. So
Yeah.
I can only get them on birthdays or Christmas, or or if it was a bad year, I couldn't get them at all. So I just missed out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
1,000%.
It didn't bother me. It was cool. That was just life, innit?
I haven't had a birthday present in like almost 10 years, bro.
Huh?
I haven't had a birthday present in almost like 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like that's for me. I don't get anything for.
It's like if you need something,
Christmas, yeah. Like,
it's like I'll ask for what I need for. I don't get stuff that is just frivolous. Like I can't just ask for like it's Christmas. Can I get like I don't know, a new like 40-inch TV? They'll tell me to go fuck myself. Do you know what I'm saying? That's not happening. That's just not happening.
And there's a couple of other people we know who are just like that, who have just been brought up a way where they have got no idea and concept of value of things.
Yeah.
And it's just, I can't stand it. I can't stand it when people take certain things for granted because their daddy can buy it from straight away like that without any hesitation. And it's just like, well, hold on. It's just like, that life doesn't work that way. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And, it's just that thing that, it's just that thing.
Mate, I turned this dark, innit? But that isn't what I was even going to say. I digressed in it because I was talking about a story about something. Oh, yeah, smelly guy. I'm such a dickhead.
Because he said something in it, and then I was like, I switched because I was like, why the fuck are you saying that for?
That's when, like, sitting opposite us made sense, bruh. We would always be able to tell what the other one was doing. So, like, we would kind of be watching each other, but we'd be like, there was a few things that I would always check for going into a room, right? So like, say we're at the SU or a party or whatever, I'll be like, where's Sam? Where's the exit? You get me? Like, in case things get a bit crazy, where's the exit and where's Sam? And so I think that came from just like us being at the SU all the time. We would always sit opposite each other. And so when something got a bit like sketchy, I could always tell if like someone said something about me, or I think the same you could tell with me is like I would look at you and I could tell that you would listen to a conversation that I would be having, because I could tell you'll be talking to someone and then you'll just suddenly start. Do you know when someone's listening and you can tell that they're listening? And I'd be like, he just heard that, because I could hear it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was always like that. So it would just be like, okay. So it was just like, I can take a piss out of him, but don't you dare for a second think that you even have like. Yeah, the audacity, blah blah blah, Stormzy and Heady, whatever. So I'm chatting.
Yeah, like my thing is about it is like you can be friends with someone, but then when you're more than friends, like it's like your brothers and shit like that. Like,
you are better.
And for me, I'm quite a placid guy. Like I'm really chill and all that kind of shit. But if I hear someone say something about someone that I
lose it,
and they're completely off mark about. Like their perception of that person is so widely off the mark. They just assume. If you don't know the straight facts, don't say nothing at all. Don't speak about this person. Right. So don't speak about them. So I switched, bro. I was like, "What did you just say? No. What did you just say?"
Yeah.
No, bro, you can't say that, man. No, I just turned, bro. I was like, "No, don't speak like that, man." I like, you know what? Conversation dead. I don't want to speak to you no more, man.
It's the conversation.
If you're going to walk around that you think you can, just because you've seen the way they are in that split second, that you think you know them, and then you think you can you just assume that type of person. Then I just think you're a bit of a waste, man. I'm just like, you're a bit of a cunt, then, ain't you?
Bro, if you knew bare waste, man.
If I think that about you, can I just think that about you all the time then? And lo and behold, he's proved me right that he is. Just born like that. That's just what he is, bro. Like, he thinks he's above everyone, innit? I'm gonna
have to cut so much out of this, bro.
Yeah, well, we ain't said the name, innit? We ain't said no names. We're talking about anyone.
That's funny. Anyway, I was gonna wail on you about something. Yeah. So the OnlyFans thing, yeah. Wait, what was...
the OnlyFans,
Yeah, what is it I said? Being in a relationship with a girl with OnlyFans, Sam, about, like...
Yeah. I would. No problems.
Is it?
No, my thing about it is what I said, like, I wouldn't compare, like, with someone being on OnlyFans, it's a bit different to other certain ways. It's like dating a model, isn't it? Like,
no,
it's just like,
no, it's not.
It's like dating a
no, it's
model.
not. Nah.
It's like...
Oh, glamour model. Okay, yeah.
A glamour model gets their tits out.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
That's what they do. Yeah, and that's what OnlyFans is. But the thing is, it's like there's that misconception that people like there's certain people doing it because that's their only source of income, and it's not. Like some of them are doing it because it's like.
Well, a lot of them are doing it for that, bro.
They need extra income, and I've got no problem with my women showing their tits off. It's all good, bruv. You know what I mean? Like you're not. It's like a visual. It's like a live visual magazine.
Really though.
It's no harm in it. Like it's really no harm. Like it's different, but it's different compared to porn. Like I wouldn't date a porn star. Like that's just no, because do you know how many men have been through you? No, that's cool, man. Like,
yeah, but you don't know that about your bird though. Your bird could be the same. She just hadn't told you.
Huh?
Your bird could be the exact same. It's just not recorded, isn't it?
Nah, man, it's not. Like a man masturbating over women.
You had to think about that one, innit?
Yeah, but like a woman actually like a man actually masturbating over a woman for a video is different to actually having sex with a woman. Do you know what I mean? Like
no, yeah. No, I get what you're saying with that.
But, but
what was I can't. I'm trying to think about what my point was.
I don't know. Like, for me, it's just like I haven't got that much of a problem with it. I'll be like, I agree with what you said. If it was their only job, that was my argument. Like, yeah. Like if that's all they're doing, no, fuck that. Because then it just shows lack of ambition. Like you're just literally just getting your tits out for money, and then that's when it becomes a bit sleazy.
Oh no, yes, no. See, I do have a problem with the other thing as well. Argument for. I don't know if I would say that I might have a problem with it. Just cause I'm like, if I'm with a girl that is just like she's super smart, she's got her thing together and everything. And she wants to make a bit extra cash, and that's the way she thinks to do it. I'm like, but you're smart. You can think of a million other ways. And yes, also, it's an easy way. It's an easy cash grab. But I'm like, I think in my mental, it's like, but there's a million other ways for you to make easy cash, being as smart as you are.
I know where you're coming from. Yeah, I do get what you mean. Like, but then also, I would be questioning if she is that smart, why is she on OnlyFans? To make extra money, I would.
That's my point. I think that was my point. Do you get me?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. Yeah,
because there's a million other ways for you to make a bit of extra cash.
Stupid. I'd be a bit funny about it, but I feel like.
No, I respect you for saying that though, bro. Because you're.
How serious are we? That's what I would say first of all. How serious am I with this girl?
You live with her.
Live with her?
Yeah.
So I personally, I think she will. If she's not had a conversation with me about it, like going, oh, babe, do you think it's a good... If she dialogued with me about it, like actually had a conversation with me about it, I'll be like, it's okay, man, like, it's cool.
Yeah, like, I would never be like, you're not doing this, but I would be like, I would prefer if you didn't. You get me?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think that's my frame of mind. Like, I'm not going to tell her you can't do it, but my frame of mind is just like...
If it makes you feel sexy, go ahead and do it, man, you know what I mean?
I would feel...
You know what I mean? I'm not bothered, you know what I mean? If I'm seeing that money rolling, it's cool, you know what I mean? But then if it's taken like too far, then it's like, oh, hold on, you know what I mean? Then if it starts being like, if it was like she was working, had a good job, and she did it for extra money, I'm all cool. But then if that became her, she then quit her job to become boom.
We're not doing that, bro. We're not doing that.
I'll be like, see you later. Do you know what I mean?
We're not doing that, bro.
You're taking it too far.
But the thing is, though, I'm not mad at it, though. Like, I'm not, like, saying that shouldn't be a thing. That should absolutely be a thing. Get your money. Like, I'm not mad at that. Like, there was a podcast I was watching recently that they were talking about, there's a word for this, and I can't remember what it is. But I've realised... No, not this. What we're talking about, like. Hustling. No, but like, there's like, I realised that my biggest attraction to a person is intelligence, and there's like a word for that, and I can't remember what it is. It's like.
Are you just saying that because you're getting recorded?
No, shut up, idiot.
Because I know that shit goes straight out the window when you've had a few pints, man.
Shut up. I hate you so much right now.
I know you're not looking at the intelligence, bro, after a few pints, man.
Nah, bro, that was 27-year-old me. I'm 32, cuz.
That was a shitty thing to do. I know that's very true of you. You go for very intelligent women.
It's not that I go for that, but like that is a big that does make me more attracted to a person. Intelligence.
Yeah, when they can hold a conversation, about stuff. Yeah, not just going, do you think I look pretty in this top? Do you think do I look good in these jeans?
Bro, the reason why I've got to say, Nate, I don't care, I'll bleep it out. But like, there's a perfect example of that was why I think you were the same with that as well, but it was with like what's her face? Anyway, yeah, I can do this without saying names, yeah. But like, there was a certain girl that was in my third year, and there was one that you like got on with really well the first time they came around the flat, and I was like, yeah, she's sick. And then there was allow it, whatever. Yeah, so like in that with them lot, it was just like both of us were never into her.
Yeah.
If you like, she was like. Although saying that though, I never had seen a girl that could change the energy of a room like her. It was bonkers, bruv. Every time she walked into the SU, the energy changed, bruv. It was crazy. Like, it was mad.
Mate. Yeah.
But it was like, I always got on more with her and always found her hotter, and you were like that with... You get what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, like, it was just like...
Yeah,
because they can hold conversation, so it's not like... Being bad is just like...
down to play UFC.
But
after a few punches, that's my type of woman, boy.
Bro, do you know what I'm saying? Like, being bad only gets my attention.
I'm always attracted to taller women than me.
Really? You're quite tall, though. Well,
no, I'm not, man.
Actually, I'm a midget.
But taller than me. She was taller than me.
Yeah, she was tall, actually. Yeah, she was actually tall.
She was taller than me. I was, maybe it's like a dominating thing, isn't it?
No. There's no way more taller than you.
Me, please.
Wait, which... You're an idiot. Which one? Which... What?
No. In summer school.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. I completely... Yeah. I thought you meant... I was like, she was definitely not... I didn't think she was taller than me. Like, when you said that, I was like, huh? Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. True. Yeah, maybe. That's funny, bro.
I don't know. Like, it's a weird thing. Yeah, I don't know. All this is attracted me. Don't know what it is. It's like a little teddy bear, isn't it? No. You can stuff me in my panties. It's all right, man. That's cool. But yeah.
Idiot, bruv. Although, oh, bruv, this is going to be a long one, yeah. We can't not, especially when we just talk about the things that we talk about, because we've been around so many people. It's really hard to do a conversation about these things without naming people. Especially considering I was talking to one. Because I was gonna mention just like that was the opposite with her, innit?
God, I ain't spoken to her in donkeys, bruv.
I have a soft spot for her just because, like, we kicked it early, so it was just so I always just liked her as a person. Do you get me? Like, I don't know how we got on her.
Listen, though, I got round a long way though, didn't I? I nearly No, I can't say what I'm going to say. You're a dick for saying that name, bro. You're a dick for saying that name, man.
That's funny. That might be blocked. That you might not be able to hear that because I was slapping my leg when you said that's funny, bro.
Yeah, that's one of my favourite nights in the SU, bro. I'm telling you, man.
That was mad.
Let's not, I've got, man.
Bruv, let's not even go into that because that was mad to me. That was funny though.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
You seen anything recently that is like worthy of convo?
What's that?
You seen anything recently that's worthy of convo and that? Or anything this week that has like piqued your interest? I don't know. You're like smart on that these days, isn't it? So
yeah, I'm not Homer Simpson. We pull the crayon out of his brain and he can start articulating a lot better. That's me. Yeah.
What's going on in politics and that, bro?
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. There's something else you you messaged me about. I was like,
what the?
No, when you said about topics and shit like that, like
what the did we not talk? Well, we didn't. We brushed over.
Oh, here we go. Because it goes into what's happening tonight with UFC. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you remember we were mentioning about the difference between the pros and cons of like boxing and UFC?
Yeah.
Like for me, yeah. The problem. I like UFC, but I used to love boxing. But the problem is for me now is with boxing in itself anyway.
Yeah.
Is like it's so money orientated.
Yeah.
Like, and it's all because of like I feel Mayweather, Mayweather started that.
1,000%.
When he became his own like promotion company and all that, like it was Mayweather money, all this kind of stuff. Like, he started picking his fights to get the most amount of money from, but also
which I'm not mad at, by the way. I'm not mad at that, by the way.
He can protect his record, and he can stay undefeated. And also he's making a shit ton of money out from it as well.
Yeah,
and that's why like my opinion like, of Anthony Joshua is that I'm like because I feel like Eddie Hearn has picked his fights, so he's well
Yeah, I'm 1,000% on board with that.
Huh?
I don't rate him that highly. I used to. I don't that much anymore. Like, I don't not rate him highly. I just don't necessarily think he is the best out of all heavyweights. Put it that way.
No. I just think like the way he is, like everything you could tell from the first moment he turned pro. That the fighters that he had picked for him, it was just like, oh, you can see where this is going. Like,
yeah.
He's just trying to make as much money possible as he can.
Which I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at him for that though, because I do like.
No. I'm not mad at him for it. But if you come out as the way he does, so brazen in interviews, like I'm the best of the best, and all this, well, fuck what your promoter's saying. Go toe to toe with these people. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think that's his fault though, because I do think he believes that, and I do believe he will fight anyone. I genuinely believe he doesn't care. Like I do think he's not scared of fighters aren't scared of people. Let's get that out there first way.
I know he won't. Yeah, he's not scared of. Yeah, he's not scared to fight anyone. He's not scared of anyone.
Like,
but I know why he wouldn't fight Wilder, and I know why he wants to prolong the Tyson Fury fight. Like the Wilder fight, he just wouldn't suit him. He would get sparked. Like he would get sparked by Wilder.
You reckon?
Wilder would come in one of those windmills, and he would just swing at him. And he ain't got a chin, Joshua.
No, but I do think he could beat Wilder though. Fury's different. I don't think he could take a punch from Wilder, but I think he can outbox him.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. That's what I'm saying. That's why he wouldn't win, because I feel like Wilder, with one of those windmill swings that he does, that unorthodox swing.
He wouldn't be able to box him. There's no one that you can get to emulate that when you're training, so he wouldn't be able to anticipate that, so he would get caught.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. And he'll go on the floor, and with Joshua, once he's on the floor, that's it really. It's like...
That's not true. He got up twice. He's got up twice from the canvas. 3 times from the canvas.
Klitschko, I don't count that one. That Klitschko fight was a bum fight.
Why don't you count the Klitschko... Yeah, sure, but the hit that he took from Klitschko was a clean hit.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not... Yeah, but it's not...
Oh, you're talking just about hit pat the
Yeah.
So, like you're saying,
but I'm saying a couple of years ago that would have floored Joshua and get back up after that. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah, I got you.
Like I'm saying, these fights are picked for a reason. Like that Klitschko fight should have happened 2 years prior, but he waited because of what happened with Tyson Fury, with what happened with him.
Well, he was young back then, bro. He'd only been, by the time he got the Klitschko fight, he'd only been boxing professionally for like 3 years.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, come on, man.
Yes,
go for it.
But also because we're coming from the mentality of like UFC and MMA, where someone like my man Izzy can be not even 2 years into the sport and be champion, and he is a champion, bro. Like he goes for the scariest person, and says, "I'm gonna kick your face off, bro," and does it.
Exactly. My thing is,
Izzy's different though. Izzy has 100
My thing is,
over 100
if you're an athlete and you're good at what you do, you fight the best of the best. Like I know you've got to go through rankings and boxing.
I mean, I agree with that.
If you think you're ready, if you know you're ready, it doesn't matter if you've been doing it for a year or 10 years.
Yeah.
Go for it, bro. Just go for it. Like it's come on, man.
No, yeah, I agree with that 1,000%.
Do you know what I mean? Just go for it.
Yeah.
Don't hold off. And then like that's why. And then like you said, like he took that fucking what's that fucking Mexican geezer?
Calvin Gastelum?
No. Joshua. The Mexican fighter he lost to.
Oh, Andy Ruiz?
Yeah. Look, he took him for granted. He thought, he was like, look at this fat man.
Right.
he got taken out.
My man looked like 2011 Sammy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, loves his ball. I'll tell you what though, Toots.
Yo.
If I could move the way he moved to that size, bro.
My man was 260 something, moving like he was 200 pounds, bro. My man has movement. I will give him that.
Man, that move was fast feet like he was getting a Maltesers bar, bro. I'm telling you, man. I mean a Mars bar. Man was on fire. Crazy. It was like he had like a carrot on a stick thing. He had like a Mars bar on a stick. Like he was going for that boy. I've never seen someone move so fast that weight.
Bro, he's graceful for his size, bro.
Yeah, and that look what's happened to him. It got into his head, didn't it, man? The man is a con. The man got a Mars bar deal. Who as an athlete gets a Mars bar deal?
That's so bad.
Yeah, and now look at him. He ain't heard nothing from him no more, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He got sparked.
For me,
well,
I
he didn't get sparked, but you
like,
get me.
Boxing wise and all that, like Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight, man. Like, yeah.
No one's beaten Fury. No one's even close.
Yeah, man. No one's close to him. But
that's the biggest thing.
To even fathom what that guy's done, bruv. Like, the guy didn't fight for 2 years. Yeah, he went up to 24 stone, lost all the weight, and he went back into the ring, and then he outboxed a peak Wilder. In both fights, man.
No one has ever talked about. Everyone talks about how AJ knocked out Klitschko. Nobody ever talks about how, because of just how good Tyson is, nobody talks about how he made Klitschko look ordinary. Like, I remember being around my mate's house, Matt's house.
And also what the fact is as well, yeah, and not only did he make him ordinary, yeah, but he did it away. He did it in his own backyard. He did it in Germany. Backyard in Germany, where the judges are a bit corrupt and all that, yeah.
Oh, boxing's corrupt in general.
And he outboxed Klitschko the whole fight, man.
It was weird to watch.
No one ever speaks about it, but it was a boxing masterclass.
It was a boxing masterclass, bruv. And no one ever talks about it. Oh.
It's bullshit.
I fully agree.
Because of who he is. Because he's a gypsy. That's why, man. No one talks about it, because that's the reason, man.
That's crazy,
that's the main reason.
That's like, so bonkers to me that that's even a thing.
Yeah, because of his beliefs and of who he is and all that, yeah. No one talks about it. And now, Sorry, yeah. I'm just getting vexed about that idea. Because he's battled mental health issues and all that. Now that he's getting the respect that he deserves,
right?
Well, hold on, he won the title 5-6 years ago. And no one spoke shit about him when he won all the belts.
He's never lost them. He gave them up as well. He's never lost the title. He gave them up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he said. He's still undefeated. Like he's never lost them.
He's undefeated.
Yeah, he's still the champion. Like he never lost them. So yeah, man, it was just unbelievable. And then the way he fought Wilder in the second fight, it was just mesmeric, man. Like I was like, wow, look at him go, man. And then
first of all, great words.
When he got knocked to the floor in the last round, he just picked himself up, bro, and went boom, let's go. I was like, bloody hell, man. I was like,
yeah, that thing was crazy.
Good, and I can't see anyone beating him. And then that's the thing, like, you just want, like, in boxing, like, back in the 80s and 90s, you saw the best against the best all the time, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, boxing's become a bit
70s, 60s, 70s, 80s. 70s and 80s for boxing was mad.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's like you've got fucking YouTubers fighting boxers. You got fucking Roy Jones Jr. fighting Mike Tyson for money.
I don't want that to happen, bro. I saw something the other day of Uncle Mike recently. Bro, I'm scared. I'm scared for Roy Jones Jr. Like, I don't want anyone to get hurt. I just don't want this fight to happen because they're Mike's like 53. Roy Jones has been needed to. I know he's not actually fully retired. I know he does he's kind of retired because he does commentary and that, but he's still willing to get in the ring and that. Like, this is...
Yeah, he only fought last year.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. This bothers me because it's like, bro, I want you to be doing your commentary well into your, 70s or, 60s or whatever. Like, do your commentary and get your money, blah, blah, blah. Like, after this fight, the way that... Have you seen Mike, recently?
Oh, yeah, man, he's a savage, bro.
Man,
he's...
looks like he... it's not even the fact that... I'm not going to say that he could go with, a heavyweight now. It's not that level, although he does look scary, but it's just the fact that his body looks like that of a heavyweight right now, of a young heavyweight.
Because I think he's on roids, man.
He might be on TRT.
Yeah, he's on something, man. Because
but not in a. I mean, yes, obviously it's performance enhancing, but not in a way that I think that he's using it to help him cheat. It's just in a way. Do you know how Rogan talks about how he's constantly on TRT because Rogan's 53, so he uses TRT because after a certain amount of time, testosterone stops working.
It's a testosterone booster.
So I think it's a medicinal kind of thing for Mike. But obviously,
it help with your activity in life. Because let's be real, he's 53. No 53-year-old man trains like the way Tyson trains. It's scary, bro. I saw him.
This is what I'm saying. I don't want him to fight.
He's fucking kill someone.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want him to fight because he could hurt him bad.
The man's unhinged. He's unhinged.
Bruv.
He's unhinged, man. And it's crazy the difference he looked from a year ago. A year ago, he's well overweight, man. And now this man's ripped, bruv.
He's ripped. He's shredded, bruv.
Bruv, he's 53 and tanked. Like he is.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like a heavyweight now. Like he's jacked. Like it's
I'm
scary
telling you,
to
man,
me.
he could fight a lot of heavyweights in today's boxing, man. He could easily. He could
I
fight a lot of
don't
them, bruv.
want to see him fight anyone in the top 10, even though I think he could beat some in the top 10. But anyone below the top 10, I think he would beat.
I think he could beat a couple in the top 10.
I mean, he probably could, but I just don't want to see that because I don't want to see. You know what I mean? He's Uncle Mike to me now.
Could you imagine if he beats Roy Jones Jr., yeah? He gets the feel of it and he comes. Because let's be real, yeah? Mike Tyson should be quite fresh because he did have quite a lot of years of boxing ripped away from him. Like, he had the 90s ripped away from him because of
prison.
Being in prison. Then he retired early because of his drug intake and all that. And he didn't really get hurt.
No, he never got hurt.
He wasn't actually hurt that badly.
Lennox Lewis was a bad fight for him, but he didn't get hurt.
No, yeah, he didn't get hurt. Like even when he lost to Buster Douglas, he didn't get hurt.
No,
he was just so high on cocaine.
Yeah, he was.
He did that fight. You know what I mean? Like, so he didn't really get hurt. So he's still relatively fresh. Do you know what I mean? Like, and
his brain is fine.
Yeah, his brain's fine. That's
not fine, but his brain is relatively undamaged.
You know, but if he's looked after himself well, which he has for the last
at least 15 years.
He's looked after himself.
Well, at least 10 years, let's say. Yeah.
No, because he was really overweight 10 years ago. It's only been the last It's only been like.
Yeah, you might be right. Actually, you might be right.
Kind of trimmed down slightly.
You're right.
10 years ago, he did The Hangover, innit?
Bruv, good point. Yeah, good point.
And he was massive in that.
No, The Hangover was like 15, 20 years ago, bro.
What?
The Hangover was like 2004, bro.
No, Hangover was 2009, 10, man. It wasn't that long. It wasn't too bad. That's Superbad. Superbad was 2007.
Superbad was 2000
Hangover and all that.
4, I want to say, but I'm pretty sure that wait, what were we just talking about? Oh yeah, Hangover.
Hangover was 2009, man. Come on.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong.
I'm pretty sure I'm right, mate.
2009. Shut up, dickhead.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Good point.
And then Hangover 2 was 2011, and then the third one was like 2013 or something. Yeah.
Oh, fair. Okay, yeah. So 10 years ago, he was mad overweight and that. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, and it's only been like the last 5 years that he's literally got like kind of like in check with himself. And it's only been like the last 2 years that he's gone fucking shredded, swole. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
it's actually been maybe the last 3 months. He was because do you watch Hot Box?
Well, the last 12 months he's been jacked. Like he's like,
nah, it's literally
the last 6 months that he's been jacked. Like
it's not even 6 months, bro. It was only after they made the fight happen. Because if you watch his podcast, Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, he was never jacked. He was still in shape. He started getting back into shape, but he wasn't jacked like he is now.
Yeah, that's why. That's why he made the fight, innit? Like back in.
No, wait, that happened in like maybe
back in May. He was jacked. May, June, he was jacked.
Yeah, May. Bro, that's 4 months.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 4 months. Oh yeah, I'm getting confused by the year. Yeah, October, innit? Last 4 or 5 months. Yeah, he's been like jacked. Before that, he was like, So yeah, he's even like because he was on Joe Rogan, innit? And he did a podcast a year ago, and he was a bit big. And then because they showed like a before and after now, and like
because he went on recently.
He did a scary thing, like he scared Joe Rogan in it because Joe Rogan laughed at him while he said something,
and he said it's not funny. I was about to mention that, and Joe instantly stopped laughing.
Yeah, because you fucking fitness at this table and go ham it. That would be a fight I'd love to see, man. Joe Rogan v fucking Mike Tyson.
Joe would kick his head in. Joe would kick his head off.
Yeah, Joe would kill him. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Joe would kill him, man. Yeah, Joe's a killer.
If Mike caught him,
I think people forget like that guy's a fucking actually like.
No, Joe's a killer. Joe's a killer.
Yeah, man.
If Mike Tyson caught him, Mike would knock him out. But Joe's jiu-jitsu, and obviously he did taekwondo, so he's known for his kicks, would put Mike into the next universe, bro.
Mate, have you heard his like kicks against the bag?
Yeah, it's disgusting, bro.
They sound like gunshots.
Yeah, it's horrible.
It's literally like. It's scary, boy. Like, it's scary, man. Like,
I think,
This is why, like, when I see things like this is why I advocate a healthy lifestyle, man.
I agree.
I'm so glad I made that change.
Yeah.
Because, like, I would love to do shit like that when I'm in my 50s, bruv.
Bro, you get me?
Man. You know what I mean? Just to still be able to move like that freely, like, no problems. You know what I mean? Like, it's... Yeah,
Them man in their 50s, and they look healthier than 90% of 25-year-olds.
Yeah, well, actually, I'm actually going to take it like a little bit further as well.
All right.
So basically, yeah, what's it? I'm going to transition. It would be funny if the podcast just cut there. I'm going to transition.
Oh, I'm cutting out, bro. I'm cutting out, bro. Sammy's gonna be. I was gonna say something mad offensive.
No,
And I'll stop myself. I'll stop myself.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go plant based.
All right, fine.
Yeah, man.
You were anyway.
I'm going plant based, isn't it? Because basically, what it is, yeah,
Weren't
it's
you
been
already
like this
plant based?
gradual thing where I've just started cutting out meat and.
Well, you did that. You did that when we were living together, bro. That was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but this time, like, I'm actually doing it like thing. Like, cause I've been eating. I got a relatively good diet, but I've been eating like fish, meat, and all that, like dairy. But even that,
Like
I don't have any dairy products other than egg whites now. Don't have no milk, no butter, no cheese.
Did you just call an egg white a dairy product? Are you retarded? I take back everything I just said about you being smart, bruv. Eggs come from chickens, bruv. Are you serious? We're cutting this out.
I know eggs come from chicken. Yeah, but when you get eggs, they need a dairy bit.
You mean in the supermarket? First of all, that is the most retarded thing you've ever said. Eggs are dairy.
Yeah, hold on, yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know why I said that. It's late at night, innit? Sorry, man. Fucking hell, yeah, Jesus Christ. I can't believe I just said that.
What just happened? That's hysterical, bro.
I don't know why I don't know why I thought that. Oh no.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was nice speaking to you, mate. I better go into hiding now, okay? So,
that's so funny. Oh my days, bro.
you know, that was a mind fog. My mind just went blank then, boy.
You just had the biggest brain fart I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah. I can't believe I just said that.
Neither can I. That's so funny.
And it's the fact that I was adamant that it was true.
I know!
Oh shit, that's scary. I didn't Joe Biden.
you Biden that, cuz. You just Biden, bro.
Yeah, I just Biden myself, yeah. Bloody hell.
Super
yeah, so that's why I'm going plant-based, because I don't know my difference between dairy and proteins.
Mate, that's super funny. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Yeah, what were we talking about anyway? Yeah, so you were talking about diet.
Yeah, and then so like that. That. So, yeah, and then because I watched that documentary on Netflix, the Game Changers.
Yes.
And it's about obviously athletes who are plant-based and all that.
Yeah.
Some of it's a bit BS, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's so propaganda towards me and all that. Like,
yeah.
It does make me laugh, you know what I mean? And,
yeah.
Yeah, it's like because talking about age and all that, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, innit? He's plant-based now.
Is he? Yeah, but he's 700 years old though, so it makes sense for him.
Yeah, he's 63 or 69, something like that. 63, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's in his 60s.
Yeah.
And he was eating, because he weighed 250 pounds. He had to eat 250 grams of protein. That's a shitload of meat. You know what I mean? And then he was like.
That sounds like
he did this thing on Men's Health, yeah.
Yeah.
So funny. He was like, oh yeah, like he's plant-based and all that. And they said, oh, what's your favourite thing? What's the favourite thing you like to order from a restaurant? And he was like, steak.
Obviously.
And they were like, yeah, but you're a vegan. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, steak. And he's just like, yeah, steak, just steak, mate. That's my favourite thing. And then, yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I'm waffling now, aren't I still can't go over. I just said that, but hey, it's shaking me. It's shaking me.
That's so funny.
I can't believe it, yeah.
That's
are you serious? It comes from a chicken. Are you serious? Oh yeah, shit, yeah.
We're going to end it there because my phone's about to cut out and I'm doing that on purpose. I don't even care. That's hilarious to me.
Yeah, and then, yeah, so like about UFC.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that.
Yeah, that's why I prefer UFC now to boxing, because like you always get, especially now with that Fight Island, you get the best of the best against each other all the fucking time. Like, oh man, tonight could be the.
I'm so hyped for this. Justin Gaethje. I'm so hyped for this, bro.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of good fights on there.
I think it'll be a great fight.
Volkov versus Walt Harris is going to be a sick fight. And what's the co-main? Oh, that was legit. That wasn't even fake. Flipping, what's his name? Jared Cannonier versus Bobby Knuckles, bro.
Oh,
That fight is going to be bonkers because it's
What-
only
what-
3
what-
rounds.
Yeah, man, what a card, man. It's
Bro,
it's gonna be a dope night, man. I think it's just crazy. Like you could just see Justin going out there, fucking just going bang, just smashing Khabib apart. But I just think, like,
don't take my theory, cuz.
no, but I know that's what you said, yeah. But I still think Khabib will. I think Khabib will do it though. I think he'll do it.
I'm confident that Khabib can win.
Yeah.
But my theory behind what it was that I was saying was like, wait, what was my theory?
I think it's about Justin not being taken down.
Well, yeah, the fact that I think it's something crazy. Like he's only ever spent 17 seconds on the mat in his total UFC career. I don't know if it's in his MMA or UFC career, but basically he doesn't spend any time on the mat.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And also, yeah, if Khabib needs to defeat him in the first 3 rounds. If it gets to the 4th round, Khabib's in trouble because it's been shown that obviously, it's Habib. Sorry, not Khabib. Whatever. Well, it's not whatever, but you get me. But when I'm drinking, I say whatever too much. Anyway, that Gaethje obviously he stopped Ferguson in the 5th round, and although it wasn't like a clean like knockout or TKO, that was purely just the fact that Tony's a warrior and his body refused to shut out. Like his brain just refused to turn off because most people would have been unconscious by that time.
It just showed his athleticism. Like he just got better as the fight went on.
Yes.
And, it was a deserving win, man. You know what I mean?
He dismantled Ferguson, which is bonkers to say. I still can't believe it now. Like, because that's what I'm saying. Like, first of all, to me, I will say it shows so much credit to Ferguson because, like I said, 9 out of 10 other fighters would have been unconscious. The fact that Tony could take all those punches and was still standing by that 5th round, but it was just like he shouldn't be taking any more punches, was bonkers to me. And I don't think that Khabib has the chin of a Tony.
No. I've never seen anyone hit Khabib.
That's the thing.
Like that.
There was that tiny thing with Michael Johnson, which it didn't. I think that got blown out of proportion because I've watched it enough times to be like, like I don't think that was a big deal. The fact that Khabib got, but I don't think that I do think Khabib has a chin. I just don't think that. I think that Gaethje is probably the hardest hitter in that division. Maybe Conor, because but the thing is, Conor doesn't have knockout power like that. He knocks out Aldo like that, but that was it. Like Conor does hit hard, but he's more like a he'll make you quit because he hits that hard. He won't put you unconscious, but he'll make you quit. Gaethje will knock you unconscious. You get me? And it's that. Like if it gets,
there's 2 different types of like knockouts. You know what I mean? You got the McGregor one where it's like he'll just pummel you.
Yes.
Out. Whereas like Gaethje would fucking like
he'll knock you out. Like legitimately knock you out.
Yeah. Like it's done. It's game over, innit? I think. Yeah, I just think that's the thing. Like, it's really. Oh man, it's a proper intriguing fight. Man. I can't wait, man.
I'm so gassed. Alright, brother. I'll chat to you soon. Because I feel like this one's cut short because literally my phone's about to cut out. It's got battery critically low. Yeah, I should actually go. We might do another.
It's only been an hour and a half, man. Come on, man. It's still a long podcast.
Yeah, true. But because it's only been that long, if we're feeling it, do another one during the week or something.
Yeah, man. Yeah, sure. Wednesday night I can do.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Wednesday night I'm free.
All right, safe, bro.
Yeah. All right. So I can do that, and then I'll have a few gins.
Yeah. Drunk Sammy is the best.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be feeling it in the morning, but yeah, it's cool.
All right, brother.
Yes, mate. Yes, man. All right, man. It's been good. It's been good chatting to you,
Always,
man.
brother. I always love chatting to you, bro. All right, I'll chat to you in a bit, yeah? Well, I'll chat to you in a second, innit, bro?
I'm the party, so yeah. Yeah, man. All right, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah, have a nice evening, mate. Yeah.
You
And,
too, brother.
I'll speak to you soon. All right.
Yes, bro. Blessed.